how good does it feel to to beat the Steelers, to prevent them from clinching, and to close out the season like that at home against?
Feels great. You know, our rival, you always want to beat them. Doesn't matter the circumstances. And we line up, we want to beat those guys, and so I'm glad to have the opportunity to do it and get the job done.
Did it feel like you came close a couple times to that record?
For sure. But, they kind of fell under the same line of thinking that the Packers did. We'll just throw everything at them and see if we can muster effort to win without it.
How much do you feel, Myles, that your presence intimidated them to throw as quickly as they did?
Quick? That's their MO, but of course they're going to throw even quicker when I'm lined up on that side. They had a chipper there, sometimes two chippers, and getting out quick. Sometimes they were rolling away. They were doing a little bit of everything, and I kind of come to expect that. I know they didn't want me to be the one to break it against them.
I know you talked about playing hard to the end and all that, but what does it say about this team to do that in Week 17 against a team trying to get to the playoffs?
Shows heart, man. Shows grit. I'm proud of those guys in there. It's not easy, getting up out of bed and doing what you're supposed to do. Taking care of business, preparing, the way you did at the beginning of the season, knowing that the end is in sight. But that's how you're measured as a man, as a football player. Know what you do when your back's against the wall or the writing's against the wall. So, those guys had a choice, and we made the choice to come out there and get the job done, and get a win.
How nice was it to see Denzel just close out that game there in the end? You guys have been together so long, and just how good did that feel to see him be able to do that?
He's a foundational piece for a reason. The guy's special. Anytime he's on the field, he's a game changer. He's a playmaker. So I'm not surprised that he was the one that came up with the big play to win it for us.
Myles, on the other side, Tyson, his first game was against these guys 3 days after and just the way he is sort of settled in and made. I thought tonight multiple plays, the winning plays to break up passes. Just what has he met on the other side of that secondary?
The secondary was crucial today in general. They're trying to get it out quick. We got to be sticking in coverage. We got to be on them quick, and got to use those 5 yards to hold them up and try at least give ourselves time to get to the rush. But if not, you got to be there when the ball's out. And they were everywhere. They were making plays across the field. DB punched out the ball. There were multiple forced fumbles from the line behind us. So those guys were just intent on coming out of here with a win, and that's the kind of attitude we want for the rest of the season.
How much do you guys also love to go out there and lay it on the line and fight so hard for Kevin Stefanski as your head coach?
We fight for each other. That's everybody. I don't think they're fighting so hard because of me. I don't think they're fighting so hard because of Kevin. We fight because we have each other. This is a brotherhood. You don't get a second chance at this. So you want to make the most of it every time you step on the field. And you know what the guy next to you has put into it. What this means to him. And you don't want to take this for granted. 1 second.
Alex was saying that he doesn't give a crap about draft picks, and I know there's fan sentiment that that's all there is left for you guys. What context do people miss when they say that the Browns are just playing for the draft picks?
No one signed to lose. No one signed up to lose at all. So I don't care what the situation is with the record. Not a single one of us want to line up and lay down to a team or a man that's in front of us. We got put here in this place, or selected, whatever it was, drafted to come here and win. Has it always been that way? No. But I'll be damned if I'm just going to go out there and lay down to another team just because we want some more draft picks. That's just not me.
Happy early birthday, Myles.
Thank you.
On that last drive with the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, what were your thoughts as he was moving the ball down the field and you guys are finally able to make that stand?
It's not going to be us. I've seen it 1,000 times with this guy. He's incredible at making it happen, but it's not going to be us. Just got to make one play. And stack those, and one play at a time, get to fourth down, and what happens, happens. But can't let it be us. We can't be in his Hall of Fame room.
Still as confident as ever that you get the record next week?
Absolutely. Well, it should not be.
One game fewer.
4 more quarters, 60 more minutes, however you want to draw it up, it'll get done.
Seemed like a couple of times
Couple
there. It was
more.
just, I mean, you were bearing down, and it was just like almost like you take the football. I mean, on a couple of those plays, the way he was, just throwing it out there to Warren or Gainwell or something like that. I mean, is that what you're talking about? Just the way, even more so than usual, getting rid of the ball quick.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, I feel like they were more worried about keeping me away from Aaron than getting the win, and I think that's what came back to bite them. So they'll have to fight it out with Baltimore next week. But I'm just proud of the guys for fighting and getting this win. That's the main thing, and I'm always going to keep it that.
Myles, even though the season didn't go the way that you guys wanted it to, is there something special about this team just in terms of heart and soul and brotherhood and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of the record and what's happened on the field, I'm completely proud of these guys and how much they've grown as men, and the kind of camaraderie and team we have. I don't think I've ever been so happy and excited to go to work. Just being alongside those guys, whether it's D line, whether it's offense, linebackers, the secondary. Those guys, they not only made me proud, but made me proud to be a Brown. They made me proud to do this and be here every day. So I'm happy to just wake up and have the opportunity to play with them.